And hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Salty Tonight, episode 27. I'm Adam, joined with Terry.
Yep.
Terry's on the West Coast, 9 p.m. I'm on the East Coast. It is midnight. One of the only shows, probably the only show that has two different time zones at the same time. Terry, how's it going tonight?
It's going really good. I had a really good day.
Did you? What'd you do today?
Well, yeah, nothing. And that makes it a perfect day. I drank coffee, ate ice cream, watched Arrested Development.
Really? Did I've
Yeah.
I like that show, but I've never watched the new season that they made.
See, that surprises me because it seems like it is so up your alley. Because it's full of all these like insider, like Easter egg type things
Yeah.
and
I mean,
yeah, like references to other stuff.
I remember really liking it when it was out, and I had bought the original, on DVD as well. It follows the Bluth family,
Yep. The Bluth.
so I want to have
And George
to,
Michael Bluth.
yes, I'm gonna have to rewatch it.
That's why
So,
my dogs I'll say this real quick. Wally, his name is George Walter, Michael the 3rd. So his name
okay,
is George Michael,
yes, from
but
the
it's the
show
3rd because he's the 3rd one because of Arrested Development.
where he's the second.
Yeah, well, I've had that explained to me since then I got
Oh,
the
so
numbers wrong.
somebody explained it to you.
They were like, "That's not how it works in order of, like, names." Yes, because the 2nd would be Junior or
Okay,
1st. So, yes, he would be the 2nd.
okay. Well, we have a great show in store tonight. You've put together all kinds
Ooh,
of cool stuff,
crazy.
and
Good one.
I'm excited to get into it tonight. So, what do you want to
I'm
cover
excited
first?
too. Well, I thought we could stay or start off pretty tame, and we're gonna talk about the fact that there is a brewery in Minnesota,
Okay.
okay? And they are offering half-price beers. I'm sorry, Wisconsin. Had that wrong. Wisconsin.
Okay.
Because they're offering to sell half-price beer if Mitch McConnell dies. I shouldn't even say if, when, or when they finally admit he's dead. Um,
I think he's been dead for about at least a year, don't you think?
he looks like he has. But the owner said, given that Mitch McConnell is responsible for at least 50% of what's currently wrong with America, we've decided to give 50% off on all of our beer at both tap rooms. So they have two locations. The day he kicks the bucket, which in all honesty was probably 3 weeks ago, because he was hospitalized in June. That's how long. I didn't realize that he had been in the hospital that long.
Well, I
They
know.
supposedly released him yesterday or 2
Do
days
we have
ago.
any? Do we have any photos to confirm such a thing?
No, no. But he was
No.
absent from his vote. They voted on, oh my goodness, I can't even remember what the vote was, but they voted yesterday. Um, and he was the only absent senator to cast a vote. So
But
not
he's not
looking
been the
good.
only absent-minded one for years.
No, no.
So we do know that. So this is a brewery in Wisconsin,
Hmm.
and let's see. Now, 50% off all the beer.
Yeah.
Now, have you ever been really a beer drinker in your life?
I cannot say that I've ever had a beer.
Really?
I've tasted it. I don't like the way it smells.
I don't. I agree with you. I
I'm a
don't like.
cocktail, kind of fruity margarita, although I do like Bloody Marys.
Okay. Now, what about the Cosmopolitan? Do you like the Cosmo?
No, but I'm not a big vodka person.
Yeah.
I like tequila. I'm a tequila and rum person.
Now, one time I don't know if you recall this, but we were going to a midnight movie in Abington years ago, and there's a little. I think it's called the Tavern over there. And we went into the tavern, you and I, and you ordered a Cosmopolitan in there, and you didn't like it, and I drank the
Mm-mm.
rest of it. Do you remember that?
No, but I would that sounds like something I would do because of
Yeah,
Sex in the City.
yeah.
That
It's
was
Karen,
her drink, yeah.
her drink of choice.
I could do an entire
So
podcast on how terrible that show is.
What that see that we need to do that one time because that was at one point one of your favorite shows.
It was, and so for me to admit that it is one of the worst shows and that Carrie is one of the worst characters in TV history, yeah, that took that took wisdom.
She's a toxic character,
She's completely toxic.
and you said
Yes.
she's the most toxic one on the show.
Yes.
Who's the least toxic, Kristen
On the show,
or
probably
Charlotte? I mean,
Samantha. Probably Samantha. You know, you
I
could
think
argue that she was toxic because she ended up being in a relationship, a few actually. She was the most loyal friend, I think,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know? She stood by her
and
friends, whereas Carrie was the least supportive.
she was the most narcissistic.
Yes.
So, do we have a
Anyway,
video to go along with the beer?
the brewery,
Yeah.
no, we do
Okay.
not. I do have a picture of it though.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see.
So if anybody is interested and you live in Wisconsin, have at it. It is the least popular place in town.
I gotta be honest. That's a cool little looking
Mhm.
establishment.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I mean, I probably would never go there because I don't drink, but I like the look. It looks like an old like firehouse or something.
It does. Yeah, I mean, it just looks like the front of a building. I
Yeah.
couldn't see, that was the only photo that they had, but
Yeah.
I would
Okay.
check it out. I mean, if I lived in Wisconsin and it was close, it's worth it, I mean, they
Yeah.
support the takedown of Mitch McConnell.
And they just want people that are alive to be the ones that's doing the votes. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes, dead
We
people should not be voting.
we don't need corpses or puppets. You know, because like
No,
a marionette puppet, like he looks like a marionette puppet. I have to say that. I'm sorry.
he does. No, he does. Well, speaking of marionettes, and actually this robot, that you found moves a little smoother than Mitch McConnell. Um,
Now,
so
this is the
check this
robot
out.
that was trying to, what was it trying to do? Moonwalk?
Yes, it was trying to dance like Michael Jackson.
Yes. So you got a little video of this robot. Now we
Yes.
before you show the video, now we've shown videos over the last little bit that have shown these robots, and the robots in the past, they've kicked a child in the chest.
Which I support. I support that robot. I would support
And
his Patreon.
and then also where the robot was doing a lot of karate moves with what was it, teachers or what? Is that what it was?
It looked like it. It looked like he was in an office building.
Yeah. So
Yeah, like he was in a cubicle.
these robots sometimes go rogue and they do what they want to do. So this robot, is trying to emulate the King of Pop,
Mhm.
or
He does pretty good in his defense. He
maybe
does pretty
trying to
good for a
move
moment.
in some moves like Jagger too. So let's see what the AI robot has to
All right.
look like.
It just it's part of my favorite it's actually my favorite part of the video.
When it falls,
No, when they go to collect him.
they go to collect him, and it's just like the robot has just like defeated and given up, and it's just like laying there so sad. They have to just pull him off.
But he wasn't a bad dancer in his
No,
defense, he just couldn't handle the steps.
no, I don't think many. I mean, I know that there's been some that can do Michael Jackson's moonwalk, but I don't know if any can do it quite as good as him. Do you think these AI robots will ever be able to do the moonwalk?
Yes.
You
Yes,
do?
because I think it's so technical, and it has to be done a certain way every time.
Yeah, yeah.
There's not much variation in it if you're gonna moonwalk.
Now I'm
So
going to
once
make a
you
video.
program that, I think it's easy.
I'm going to make a video in the future. I don't know when this will happen, but it will be of me trying to attempt to do the moonwalk. So I'm going to do a video of that in the near future because I have
Please do
attempted.
that very soon.
I've attempted, but never been able to do it. But I
Are
will
you gonna
do
wear
it.
the hat?
I will do the hat, and I'll toss it.
Okay.
So I do think that it will get to the point where we're going to be seeing these AI robots in everyday life. Now, obviously,
Yes.
probably, I'd say within probably the next decade, wouldn't you?
Oh, definitely. I think by the 2030s, there'll be and it'll start out as basic stuff, and maybe jobs that nobody else wants to do,
Hmm.
like just working in traffic to direct traffic.
I mean, they could do direct traffic. They could put them in, like the DMV. Nobody wants to
Yes.
work there. Toll
Or
booth.
test drive, you have to take a driver's test or something.
Yeah, yeah,
They could do that. Anything that has to be very specific and follows a certain set of rules. But like the crosswalks and stuff that help like kids cross the street from school.
yeah.
To be
Well, that's all.
honest, a robot would be safer than most adults at helping kids.
I agree with you, and it's also where we're going to once all these robots come around and stuff. It's not going to be weird to see them, like it's going to be
No.
second nature out of a while. And
I
you
mean,
know,
same with phones. Think about it first. It was like, whoa, what is that? It was so futuristic. And now it's like, well,
well, I do remember one time you and I were driving, and you had I can't remember exactly what had happened, but we needed to. I think Alltel was who you had your phone provider with at something at one
I'll
point.
tell.
Yeah, remember that?
Mm-mm.
So yeah, so we had to drive. You had broken or something your phone, the screen or something. So we had to drive a while to get to the next Alltel so you could get a free, trade your phone in. And I remember thinking because the screen was so small, thinking, who's going to be sitting in the car just scrolling on a tiny little screen? Little did we know, most of the people that watch the show are
I'm
watching and
probably
listening to the
watching it on
show
a tiny little
on a tiny
screen.
little screen. So it's kind of come full circle, and the screen was smaller than the screens we have now because you had it.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was a BlackBerry, but it was the one that slid.
Yeah, and
So
you
it
could.
was the screen was as big as the smartphones now,
Yeah,
but the keyboard was giant. It was a
yeah.
physical keyboard that slid out. And I think
And
it was a BlackBerry.
I never did have that particular phone, but you did, and that was a popular phone as well. So I
Yeah.
never did think, on a side note, that phones would ever be this important in my life. Did you?
No, I assumed that I mean, from the time I got my first cell phone, I knew that I was into it, that it was convenient,
Yeah,
but that was back when we would text, like you could text in your pocket,
yeah.
you
And it
know?
and the phone. I remember one time you and I were laying in bed, and we were listening to all the funny ringtones that were on your phone. And there was like
Yeah.
a UFO sound and like a laser sound. It was all these primitive kind of sounds, and they were funny. We were laughing at them. But it was just such generic
I
sounds for
still buy
such.
ringtones.
Do you?
On the off chance, like you never call, you text. So I don't have a text sound for you. But you'd called the other day and your ringtone is Seinfeld. And I totally forgot that I'd bought that specifically so I could put that as your ringtone. And I've heard it maybe twice this year.
Okay,
Because who the fuck calls?
true, true. I did call that one time back in March.
That was probably when I said it.
Yeah. So, what's the next topic we have for tonight?
Well, let's see.
Now,
So,
something else before we get into the next topic I should have brought up was John Goodman's weight loss. Have you seen this?
no.
Yes.
Okay, I'll do some research on that and we'll get some photos of him
Yeah,
tomorrow.
I mean, I knew he had lost a little bit of weight, but I saw today he's 74 years old. He said he was almost at 400 pounds at one point. And the video I saw today, I mean, he probably had to be easily below 200 pounds.
Wow.
So, yeah, maybe we can bring
I
that
mean,
up.
does he
But
look good or is it like the sometimes people that get on Ozempic?
it was a shock to
Mm.
see that because I'm used to John Goodman from The Big Lebowski. That's John
Yeah, but I
Goodman
mean,
in my
did
mind.
he look odd? Because sometimes it seems like the older you are, if you lose a significant amount of weight, you don't have the collagen to bounce back.
He looked. I mean, he's
Like, I've
74.
seen some people that look like they gain about 10 years when they lose weight.
I think he gained some age. I think so.
Yeah, I'm not gonna name names, but I've seen people that do the shot and they just lose it too fast, which is
Yeah.
great that they can lose weight that fast, but your skin and body can't bounce back that fast.
No, and really, I'm not done all this research on that, but how healthy can that be to lose it that
It's not
quickly?
great. It's
You
not
know?
great, especially I would think the older you are. I mean, just the fact that people look younger if they have a little bit of weight on them. Their face is rounder, their skin's a little smoother. Once you lose that fat, and especially in your face,
Yeah. And
it's
also, and I preach it every time. This is something to keep looking young. Water.
and sleep, and
Hmm.
sleep, proper sleep.
Yeah, I do. As I'm charging the phone right before the show, I'll usually do a little 30-minute beauty nap.
Oh, do you?
I don't nap, but I lay there with my
I
eyes
sleep
closed.
like 9 hours a night. After
See,
on Wednesday's show, like I was telling you, I slept like 4 hours for 2 nights in a row, and I felt it.
yeah.
Like, I can't just bounce back. It took me 2 or 3 days to get back from, like, 1 night of losing sleep.
I usually do from like when we do shows at night, I usually do from like 2 a.m. until 7 a.m. is about when I get up at
That's
seven
it?
eleven. Yeah, get my 7:11 is my alarm. So I usually get, 5 hours and 11 minutes when we do the shows. Because often when we do the shows, we'll talk for
What
a
do you
little
turn
while.
yourself off at exactly 2 AM?
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
you can do that. You just
Uh-huh.
go to sleep.
Well,
Is it because you're so tired?
it's not, well, I take my medicine at like 1:30, and it usually takes 20 to 30 minutes before my medicine kicks in, and then I'm out. And
What do you take
yeah.
for sleep?
I take a little medicine called Remeron, but it's for sleep and depression and things like that. So it's a lot.
Is it effective?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I only cry like twice a day now, so
Only twi
yeah, much better.
Yeah, that's better than the usual 6.
Yes, it is. So what's the next story we have for tonight?
Well, I'm sure, like most of the country, you saw Trump's new hair, which all of a sudden, after he got trolled for a couple days, he doesn't have it on anymore, but it appeared that he had a wig. I'm not dissing the wigs. I just hate this guy.
Well, let's.
Let me make that clear. If you wear a wig, I'm not, putting you down
I
for
have I have
wearing a
a, I
wig
have
or
a
a
wig on
toupee.
tonight.
Exactly.
See?
But this dude, he he's delusional, number 1, in thinking that people didn't immediately notice the change in his hair.
Well, I haven't seen this, so this will be a debut
Okay.
for me.
Yeah, well, look at this. Okay. So I don't know what the photo on the left is of him doing exactly.
The
Um,
dance, that little dance.
yeah, but sometimes if you see him do it, it looks like he's jacking off 2 guys. There's plenty of videos. People do love to
Yeah,
make the videos, and I
I've
can only imagine the right top panel, what that could be.
so this is
But
supposedly the wig.
yeah, it's
Okay,
just, like, sitting on the top of his head. It immediately spawned parodies, okay?
okay.
What I first thought of when I saw it was George from Seinfeld.
Now,
Just that was my first trigger.
did you think George looked good with that wig?
I liked him bald, I
Like,
gotta say, but I'm
if
not
you,
a, like, anti-bald person.
well, if you didn't know George was bald and you saw him like that, would you know that's a little hair hat?
I don't know, truthfully.
I don't
I
either.
can't judge that. Yeah, it's not terrible. I mean,
Like
if you
if
look at
I
Jerry's hair right next to him,
Because you have to think this was like late 80s, early 90s hair too.
Yeah, so the poofiness, I think it did okay,
Yeah.
as far as passing for real hair. But I like George better with no hair.
He's not George with hair.
No, like if I was, gonna date anybody on Seinfeld, it would be George. And I know you feel the same.
Yeah, George is, my favorite character on the show.
I love him. I love him.
So let's see a little. You said the internet went wild with
Yeah.
the Trump hair. Now,
Here's one with a ferret.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
Is that supposed to be
Let's
also
see.
dog? Let's see.
Oh, dog,
Okay,
yes. Uh,
but that was kind of a little. I don't even know what you would call that style there, but
yeah, I don't know. It's kind of similar. There's one of his mom. Um,
it's like
and
a pompadour haircut almost, or like
well,
poofed out.
here's an actual photo of his mom, and so someone, of course, did a
Okay,
version with him with that hair.
the
But the lady on
beehive.
the right is his mom.
So isn't that called the beehive?
It does look like a beehive, yeah.
Okay. I don't think that's a look he
He
should go for.
doesn't
Not
not look like his mom though. I mean he does kind of look like her. I personally I personally like this one.
now I don't know what this hair is from, but
That's the Southern Belle, you know,
okay.
kind of
So
look.
that's the
To me,
Southern
that's what I
Belle.
think of. Yeah.
Interesting. Now I see the one on the middle kind of looks like I don't even know what that would look like. I don't have words. The one to
It's
the
so
far
bad.
left kind of looks almost
It's a
like
mullet.
a
It's like a Joe
yeah,
Dirt.
yeah, like a Joe Dirt. Yeah. Pick your fighter. That's hilarious.
Let's see. And here's the pretty much the day before and then
Okay.
with his wig. So if you want a comparison of why everybody immediately knew,
Right, right.
those are two very different hairstyles.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So yeah, those are just a few examples.
Now, I did see something else on there, on X the other day, and this was something that you wouldn't have liked at all. So I wondered, I should have got the video for you, but AI, when Fauci was on the other day being
Mhm.
grilled, the other day during the meeting or the hearing, I mean, so the internet had put together where, um, Jules is talking, to Brett, saying what? Say what again? Say what
Say what
again?
again? Yeah.
But they had changed it to Trump and Fauci, and I was wondering if you had seen that.
No, I hadn't, but I can imagine what was it like plead the fifth again?
I mean, you wouldn't have liked it, but you would have appreciated what it was trying to do, if you
Yeah.
know what I mean. Because I did laugh at it. It did make me laugh.
That's fun to laugh at it. I mean, that's the best case scenario.
Um, but it was just funny because I would have not guessed that at all. It was trending on X like day before yesterday. And so it falls kind of right into that category. I'm sure it was like right around the time of the memes as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can go on there and check out all the memes that it's kind of like remember the Mr. Potato Head that you had, and you could like take off the hat and put on hair
Yes.
and put on ears and eyes. So that kind
Yeah.
of reminded me of that a little bit.
Well, let's see.
Now
I
you
did have
do.
some funny, more lighthearted things.
Oh, that
Um,
last one was lighthearted too.
yeah. Did you happen to see the cat versus the bear
I
reel?
had not seen that. You had mentioned it, but I've not seen it. So you got a video up. You got a video of it, right?
I do have a video.
I don't know who
I
I would put
respect
my.
this cat. Yeah, who
The
you put your
cats
money
seem
on?
to be now. I know bears get a bad rap for being mean, being violent, but you have to think you're this bear and you're just trying to protect your cubs, trying to protect your honey, trying to protect, your way of life. And then here comes this little cat that looks sweet and innocent.
Oh, this
But
cat does not look sweet. This cat is fierce,
but
and this
it's yeah,
bear's
it
a
is.
bitch.
So let's see this cat versus the
Okay.
bear.
That's not a baby. That's decent
That's a pretty
size.
decent size.
That is not a baby bear. I thought the cat was a baby bear.
What the hell is the cat doing?
The cat is like
It's
having
like, it's fending it off.
a
Look at its
standoff with the
back.
bear.
Yeah. The cat's standing its ground.
Well, I hope we don't witness this cat get murdered. Oh,
No,
did you see the bear
No,
paw at it?
The cat will mess up the bear. I'm not even kidding. I'm not kidding. I've watched a
Oh, I
video of a
wouldn't bet
cat
on
and a
it.
bear
Look at this, look at this. They're
I
like,
wish I had my phone. I could take pictures.
oh, I'm videoing the whole thing. It's a male bear.
He doesn't care about us either.
Let's see, I don't think I hear anything.
Hey, you gotta send this stuff to me, all right? Nate?
Okay.
They're feeling it. Ooh, whoa!
Told you.
Yeah,
That's a ballsy cat. let me
it
tell you.
is.
Bear just moved
The
back.
bear was
I
like,
told you the cat would
the
win.
bear's
I
like,
told
what
you.
kind of crazy cat is this?
Holy shit.
Here we go.
Sure enough,
What did I
he
tell
took
you?
off. Good girl.
Good kid.
Wonder where he's going. It's hot. That must be the bear.
I would have put my money on the cat anyway.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I've seen cats. They'll fight rattlesnakes. They're like honey badgers, but, a cat.
They're fearless. Like I don't think
Yeah.
I've ever seen a cat really run away.
I don't think they know how small they actually are. I think in their mind, they're like a lion or a tiger, and
They've got big egos. Cats had big egos
they really do.
and a lot of confidence.
But that's good because,
Yeah.
as you can see in nature, that's all it takes. It wasn't size that won that fight.
No, it was confidence.
It was confidence.
And that cat knew, you mess with me, I might be going down, but I'm not going down without a
I'm
fight.
taking you with me.
Claw at your face.
Well, you want to talk about confidence. Guess who was captured? Who was seen out this week?
Oh, who was seen out? Was it our
It was
favorite
Jimothy.
animal?
It
It's the
was.
animal that's bringing the country together.
It was the animal of
Everything
2026. He is the
everything is falling
mascot of the
apart
year.
around us, but what do we have to bridge the gap? Jimothy.
We got Jimothy.
What you doing?
A video game from the 80s.
It does. I think that sound, that music fit Jimothy perfectly.
It did.
Perfectly.
He's so cute. I'm glad to see him out and about. He is a celebrity.
Now, would you have ever thought when we first started doing the show that Jimothy would be the mascot of America at this point?
Yeah, it wouldn't have surprised me. If I had to put if I was given a choice between the animals and he was in there, I would have put 80% of what I had on that. Yes, he would take the internet by storm.
He's captured everyone's heart. I mean, every Jimothy, I mentioned Jimothy. I mean, you can go to every corner of the world, every walk of life, every nationality, every color and creed, and they will know the name Jimothy.
Yeah, and that's wild in these times. There's so much information out there. Just you're bombarded by just reels and videos. And so for him to make it
Verizon.
across all platforms,
Yeah.
all countries, that's pretty big.
Yeah. He's
That's a
rose the
hard
ranks.
thing to do.
So when people are doing hashtag salty tonight, also do hashtag Jimothy.
Jimothy. Well, there's also some coyotes apparently that have taken up residence in an abandoned, what looked like was going to be an apartment building in West
Yeah.
Hollywood. And so we have a little video of that as well.
Now,
Here never
before
imagine what would move in across the street. They say this abandoned building here never imagine what.
We're having technical difficulties. What were you going to say?
I was going to say, now for those that don't know, West Hollywood is pretty much downtown Hollywood.
Yes. It's right off of, it's basically where Hollywood Boulevard starts. When you think about the Chinese
I
Theater
mean,
and
it's
the
Chinese
Hollywood Walk.
theater. You've
Yeah,
got, all
that's right
the
there.
everything there. So these are coyotes. It's not like they're out in their suburbs. They're in
No, they're in the
downtown
city. This is
Hollywood.
downtown.
So yeah,
Mhm.
this is a little clip from that.
Here never imagine what would move in across the street. They say this abandoned building has turned into an animal shelter, and here's a little bit of what they have to put up with, especially at night. Not your typical neighbors.
We have like a zoo here.
Coyotes wandering the floors of this abandoned development in West Hollywood. This video shows a coyote with at least 3 small pups.
They roam around. There's a little one. They're kind of straggly.
At night, the neighbors say the howling is deafening.
I'm scared to go to my house. I open my garage. I'm afraid if one of them not going to come to my house.
Ava lives right across the street.
I complain, West Hollywood, and they told me they're going to talk to the owner. Who knows where is the owner?
The development has been sitting idle for at least 2 years.
This abandoned construction seems like a metaphor of sort of the limitations of what these developers are really capable of. And I myself am not that turned off by the fact that, some animals in need of a home would come in.
Neighbors say the coyotes also pose a danger for small pets.
I thought about calling animal control or 311 because it's not like we're going to do something to harm them, but they can be disruptive.
Definitely keep them on leash. We did get them, collars with little spikes. So especially in the evenings or in the mornings, we put them on.
Oh, now what do you
Yeah.
think about that?
I mean, they don't bother me, but I live amongst them. They're like right over there. They don't come to Bombay. I've never seen one anyway. But they're
No,
over there. If you go out into the desert at night, you're going to hear them yip and howl. But as you can tell from the video, they're not that big. They're
no,
not wolves. They're not like if it was you and one coyote, it would be like you and a medium-sized dog.
right. I mean,
We're not
I've
even talking
never,
like pit bulls. They're really kind of,
I've never really encountered one, but from the videos and what I've seen, they don't seem that deadly just if it's one. But
they usually,
the noise, like being their neighbor, that would be annoying hearing that noise every single night, I
I'm
think.
shocked that nobody has tried to domesticate them
Well,
because look at that. They move in right across the street, right in a neighborhood. So clearly they're comfortable with humans.
I'm
They don't
surprised
feel humans are a threat.
I'm surprised there's not been some kind of talent agent that's trying to get them in the movies or
I
something.
would get one of those pups.
Huh.
That's the kind of shit that I would try to do and
Be-
probably end up getting mauled in the process. But yeah,
You would give it a try.
I would give it a try. They look like they're fine. I mean, they're right there.
I just don't understand, and I know this happens in a lot of places, not just like West Hollywood, but that looked like a half finished either apartment or house, and it seems
Yeah.
like somebody. And here's what bothers me, and not just with that, but when you have these half finished apartments or houses, the city or the town or whomever that should finish those houses. For one, that could be a house for really the homeless. That could be a shelter.
Well, it is clearly for the
Well, yeah,
homeless coyotes.
it's a coyote shelter. It's like that movie Coyote Ugly. It's what it is. It's the real Coyote Ugly in West Hollywood.
What is the song? The Pink Pony Club.
I don't know if I know that.
Oh, they just mentioned West Hollywood in it. It's a strip
Oh,
club,
okay.
a
Okay.
bar club thing.
Now, I don't know
anyway.
what story you want to get into next. Now, I know there's been one that's been going on for a while, and it's this the the lawsuit. I don't know if that's what you want to get into next.
We definitely can, because this is
Okay.
one of my top things. I check it every day to see how much they have gotten.
So
We
there's been a
mentioned it the
lot of
other day
there's
that,
been a
well,
lot of drama
Buc-ee's.
going on with Buc-ee's and the Buc-ee's
Mhm.
family. And Buc-ee's started what year did we say?
2000. Oh, well, they moved out of Texas in
Texas.
2018, so
So
they expanded.
they expanded relatively recent within the last decade.
Yeah. And the Mini Mart, Beaver's Mini Mart. Here we have the two logos and the comparison. They began in 2017 in Ohio. So obviously Texas and Ohio are not necessarily close, and I don't think you're going to mix up these two mascots.
No.
I personally would not.
I gotta be honest, the Buc-ee's one compared to the other one, the Buc-ee's one kind of looks like it's got rabies. I gotta be honest with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, we've talked about him. He's
Yeah.
not the most attractive beaver.
He's got those crazy eyes. He got
I've
that
seen better.
weird looking cheek.
Yeah, they could have done a little better. I mean, Beaver's
Yeah.
Mini Mart, they nailed it. Like Bucky's, that could be a hamster. It could be a gerbil. The only thing that makes it a beaver is its teeth. And even then, hamsters have teeth like that. You could show me that and say it was a hamster, and I'd believe you.
I mean, this might be politically incorrect, but I'm going to say it anyway. The Buc-ee's one looks retardo.
Yeah, I don't think you can say the R word. But
Can you not?
definitely clip that. No, we're gonna put that on there because that will get a reaction. Well, here's the dude that owns, or he's the creator of
Of
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's? Well, wait,
Yes,
side
because
by side, I wonder if Buc-ee's, if
well,
he's trying
he
to
was
base.
apparently called Beaver. His name is Arch, and I guess they called him Beaver growing up because he had buck teeth, and so he tried to own it by creating Buc-ee's.
Well, I
So he
mean,
was bullied, apparently.
I can understand taking ownership of that and turning it around. So, but
Yeah, but you
then
don't have to be a dick about it.
and I wonder if that stems from why he's a jerk like that because he was
No doubt it
bullied.
is.
He was bullied as a kid, so now he's going to bully other people when he doesn't have to. He's turned himself
Totally.
into the bully, the Bucky bully.
Totally. Well, and they've made actually quite a bit in donations, though, beavers. So I will give that to the community, and not just the local community online. I mean, let's see, the last time I checked, they had made $51,341 as of today. Um, when I first ran across their GoFundMe, their initial goal was 45,000. So they've made 6 more than that. Now I think it says it's 55.
This is the for those that don't know. This is the small business trying to raise money to fight the legal fees against Bucky's suing them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and they've far surpassed their initial goal.
45,000 was the initial goal, correct?
Yeah. Yeah, and now they've reached 51.
And it's continuing to grow.
Yes, it's still
Okay.
going. It's still up. I mean,
That's what
they upped the goal to 55,000, which
Okay.
they'll get. They'll probably have it by tomorrow.
Oh yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah. But I mean, they're in Beaver Creek, Ohio, and so they've had a lot of donations from there, and they had some events this past weekend, maybe even continuing into today. They were grilling burgers. They were encouraging locals to come and spend a certain amount to support the store and to donate and to do stuff. Somebody made T-shirts and hats with the Beaver's Mini Mart mascot on it, and so they've really come together and got the money to
Yeah.
fight Buc-ee's, which shows
Now,
how much can be done for a small town. You would think that nobody, or that they would have just been screwed.
yeah, but the community has rallied against, and also if
Yeah.
people want to stand up for the little guy, they can also go on saltytonight.com, scroll down to the bottom of the first page, I think, and it's support Beaver's Mini Mart. There's a link on there. There's also a link that you posted to keep us on the air. Things are expanding. The
Yeah.
channel's growing.
Yes.
So please support the podcast. You can donate on the GoFundMe. Any amount is we would appreciate it. So yeah, go on there. But
Well,
yeah,
and
I
that will
think
cover
this
travel cost
yeah, travel
mostly.
costs and equipment costs, but I'm not surprised at all that the community is rallying around the Beaver Mini Mart. And I'm glad to see like stuff like that happen because it's it's not even like Bucky's lawsuits. There's no reason for it at all. If there
No,
was like a legit reason, maybe we could give some credence to their lawsuit, but there's not. The logos can you put those logos back up there again?
Mhm.
Those logos don't look anything alike.
no,
I mean,
no.
nothing.
I mean, other than both beavers, which, like I said, the Buc-ee beaver, you're
He's
gonna have to
rough.
do a little better in convincing me that that's even a beaver.
He's a little rough. I got to be honest.
Yeah, he is. Um, so yeah, it's just Buc-ee's being a bully, probably because that dude was bullied his entire life for his buck teeth, and now he's gonna bully small businesses. And that's
And
just psychology. People are fucked up. Childhood trauma hangs with them, and they refuse to work on it.
they
Um,
project.
yeah, and you and I were talking about that as far as like, there's a lot of Disney fans here, being that we're near Disneyland.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. Now
Yeah,
you
and so
have
there's a lot of Disney adults, and they fascinate me
now you have
because
Disneyland out there and Disney
Mhm,
World in Florida. Now I didn't realize
yeah.
that the world was for Orlando and the land was for LA.
Yeah. Well, it's between LA and, San Diego.
Okay.
I can't remember
Now,
shit, I
have
cannot
you
remember
ever
the town that
been
it's in.
to
Oh,
Disney?
yeah, I've been to both. Um, I only went to Disneyland, I would not pay those prices. It's not worth it.
Now, I heard a story. I don't know how true this is, but I heard through the gossip grapevine is that when you were younger, you can take Bucky down if you want.
I was getting
Um,
ready to do that.
oh, sorry. You were younger that you and your family or you and your dad stood in line to Magic Mountain and you got all the way up to the front and you wouldn't ride the ride.
Yes, and it was actually was it Magic Mountain? No, it was Space Mountain.
Oh, space. Oh, my,
I was
yeah,
a
space.
kid, though, in all fairness. I was, like, 8, 7 or
Okay.
8, and, yeah, so it scared me, and I wouldn't do it.
So, how long do you remember standing in line?
I don't remember it clearly.
Oh,
I
you
just
don't at
only
all?
know that story because I've been told that story.
Time and
Yeah.
again, time and again. Now, do you like going to amusement parks in general, or no? Do you think that time has passed?
I do, but mostly not the not the one for kids. I like roller coasters and the kind of extreme stuff. But now
What about
they
some
don't
more
really do
like
it for me.
some
And like
more like
haunted houses don't do it for me.
well, we had went. I know back in the past we had went when we lived up in the Northern Virginia. We would go to King's Dominion, I think a couple times. And I don't know if you ever went with us when we went to Six Flags as well. So Talitha and
Yeah.
I did that a couple times. I think one time a past friend went with me, and Talitha,
They have
and
a
then
Six Flags Magic Mountain here.
okay.
Well,
So
north of here,
so
but
there are a lot of amusement parks and stuff like that out there. You've got Dollywood here in, Tennessee. Dollywood's pretty popular. Um, but they're always surrounded and full of kids and people and baby strollers and
yes.
loudness and it doesn't seem like a place a lot of time. I mean, I guess I could see it, but it doesn't seem like a place that I would want to go to as an adult,
No.
just by
It
myself
doesn't do it
anyway.
for me.
You know,
I think it's holding on to something that maybe you didn't have in your childhood. I was able to be a kid, um, when I was a kid, so I'm not, like, clinging to that. I think there's gotta be some kinda psychological reason that people hang on to the stuff from their childhood, like, whether it's amusement parks or movies. Disney's a huge, huge thing for people, especially kids.
all right.
So as adults, they tend to kinda go back to that for
and hold
comfort.
on to it.
But I think that's a trauma response, and people are not gonna like that take on it, I'm sure, especially people that love Disney or any of the Pixar stuff. But I think there's something psychologically happening there.
It could be because a lot of times now I grew up when, obviously Disney and stuff like that's been around a lot, but I never was one. And I don't remember my sisters, us ever really Disney being a focal point of the childhood. And I know it was a lot. A lot. We worked at the movie theater growing up, so when we had Disney movies there, often they would do very well. And a lot of the times, the adults seemed to enjoy it just as much, if not more, than some of the kids. And I never did really relate to that at all because for me,
No.
when I was a kid, I didn't like being a kid. Like, I mean, I
I can't
never
imagine you as a kid. You seem like you were, like, always a man kid. Like like, I would see you as being, like did you ever watch, Young Sheldon?
I haven't watched it.
That's who I imagine you being.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, like, you probably wore that shirt and a tie as a kid.
This shirt and a tie?
Yeah, I could see that, you being that kinda kid.
Actually, I got this off my childhood, clothes rack just
Yeah,
before
but
the
I could
show.
just see that. I mean,
But I was never one, like, when a lot of the times I heard, "Oh, when you're an adult, you'll just wish, you'll have you wish you were a kid again." No. There's not one thing about it that I
but there's nobody stopping you from doing that now either, so maybe it's it's like a response to having to grow up too fast
Yeah,
and having kids, and maybe there's parents are so weird with their kids in terms of, like, yeah, they love their kids, but sometimes parents are jealous of their kids or their kids' successes, and maybe that's because or it's a reflection of the fact that they failed in their opinion
right,
of where they should be in their life, and maybe they had kids too early, or maybe they had to take on responsibilities too early, and they didn't get to grow up in a natural pattern
right.
of growth.
Well, when you were talking about these Disney adults,
Yeah,
now I didn't realize this was a thing that the internet has roasted with memes and viral posts and think
yeah.
pieces.
The internet's
And
not a fan of the Disney adults. They troll them pretty hard.
isn't that like a recent article that you had pointed out to us said that they have been labeled the most hated fan group in the world?
I could see that, yeah, especially after the stuff with Disney. I mean, that's a whole different topic, but Walt Disney, I mean, he was terrible. He was pretty
Okay,
much a Nazi. Um, I mean, it was pretty bad, and so
right,
still knowing that, I mean, I'm not saying that it's the same as, like, supporting Weinstein or somebody that's that terrible, but it's not a good look when you support Disney and you keep paying into this when their creator's kind of a piece of shit.
well, what exactly is a Disney adult? Is it
It's
being
somebody that just goes to the parks, that spends money, typically somebody who goes more than just once a year, like,
So it's
gets
not
a
necessarily
pass.
somebody that dresses up like a princess every day or
Well, it
decorating the
could
entire
be.
home. Because, there used to be that show called like My Weird Addiction or something, or maybe not even was that, but, you know, once many years ago, we talked about it on the old Midnight Mutant show. There was a like this guy or girl, and they had a family of cardboard cutouts of Lord of the Ring characters around their dinner table.
Yeah.
And that seemed to, for me, that would be like a red flag. I'm going to someone's
Oh,
house.
yes, if I walked in and somebody had cardboard cutouts,
Yeah,
I was like and I'm especially imagine if it was only you and them and they're like, "We're gonna have dinner." I'd be like, "Look, I'm out of here," because
yeah.
that is some I just keep thinking like Lord of the Fly or I'm sorry, Silence of the Lambs.
Well,
Like
one
Hannibal
thing that,
Lecter type, what am I gonna become a cutout?
yes. Well, I don't know if you remember, but when you first used to come to my place, I had two cardboard cutouts there. Do you remember
Oh,
these?
I remember because the first time I wasn't expecting it. And the way your house was, you kinda had to walk around, and there was, like, a studio apartment upstairs, kinda.
Yeah.
And so, sometimes you would just, like, walk around a corner, and it would look like a person, those standees are the same height as a person. So,
Do you
yes.
do you
Thank
remember
you for
what
the
they were?
trauma, I remember. I do not know,
There were
no.
2 of them. One of them was Austin Powers, and one of them was Britney Spears.
Those are both terrifying. You happen to cross them in the dark? Yeah, that's
And
scary.
then the Austin Powers one, it was motion, I wish I still had both of those, but it was motion activated, so when you
They
walked
would
by
look
it,
good right behind you.
they would look good there, and I often would put them in between the window and the curtain, so if people would drive by and they would look over, they would happen to see these things. So, that was fun.
Yeah.
But as we were talking about this Disney brand, there was a viral example in 2022 when a couple revealed they skipped catering their wedding. So they didn't have any catering at their wedding, so they could afford a 30-minute appearance from Mickey and Minnie.
Look, it's their wedding, but I'm sure the majority of their friends and attendees of the wedding said that that was the dumbest shit and a waste of money.
Wow.
I mean, that's your wedding. It's your money to spend how you wanna spend it. But I just think that there's something wrong. There's just something, and look, I got my own mental problems. I'm not denying that. I don't need to be called out for it. But I'm aware of them, and I just feel like these people normalize this. They normalize this infantile behavior.
I mean,
And it's not okay.
I've never been
It's not
one
healthy.
that's ever really flocked to Mickey or Minnie or Goofy. I've never been big on cartoons, like,
Yeah,
for the
me
most
either.
part. I mean, there's been some now and again, but for the most part, I've never been a big, cartoons. And I think and I don't even know if it's one of the best, but I remember Disney's The Haunted Mansion movie, like the original movie, the Eddie Murphy one. And a lot of Disney movies, they've just they've not really appealed to me at all.
No. I mean,
I
even the
mean,
Pixar stuff, it has its place and it's good for kids. I get it. Like when you get into Toy Story, that's a good movie. Finding Nemo, that's a good movie. But this obsession
yeah.
that people cling to, I think that needs to be addressed in therapy.
Well, I mean,
I
others,
think there's a root cause there, and like continuing to watch these movies is putting a band-aid on a problem that you need to figure out why you're obsessed with that.
well, especially like some of these people, they've made got urns etched with Cinderella Castle, and a lot of these people have this lifestyle of like Disney.
Mhm.
So I don't know, there's got to be some kind of psychological concept of like playing with toys as an adult. It goes beyond nostalgia. It seems like it has to. And
Yes,
uh,
and it's
and I,
not
and
in
I'm
the
sure
social.
and I'm sure with everyone it's not like that, but I'm sure some cases are. Because, for example, I have little, like, I guess some people would say that this Pee-wee thing's a toy, or even if Pippin is a toy. But these aren't things that I'm going
He's a
around
prop,
a prop. I'm
though.
not playing with them every day. You know,
Does he
Pippin,
sleep on your bed?
only when I'm not there.
Oh.
But Pippin is a real boy. He just comes live when I'm not around. I don't like Pippin.
So like Toy Story.
Yes, yes.
I
So
mean,
yeah, this
they have their place. Toys have their place, but I mean, I have the dolls over here. I don't play with them. I bought them because they're creepy,
right, right.
and I like that whole look. Like I don't know this kid right here. She's just creepy.
Well, also, just because a lot of these things are widely accepted as like an outlet, it doesn't mean that there's not real psychological damage going on beneath the surface.
It's an
Um,
addiction in a certain way. I mean, people drink to it's an escape method, I guess.
Some people drink alcohol to escape. Some go to
And
Disney.
that's your choice. If you want
I
to, yeah,
drink
some people go
spring
to Disney.
water
If
to
you want to
escape.
continue to do that, if you want to spend your money on that, that's your money.
Now Disney
But I
can't
don't
be.
think it's gonna make you happy. I think you've got
No,
to
I think
fix
it's pretty.
whatever.
Now, how much are season passes for Disney? Do we even know this
Like the minimum ones are like $1,000.
for the
Then you get
year?
into the higher prices. Yeah,
Wow.
I
Now,
swear to God, I
one
hope
thing,
somebody would slap me if I spent $1,000 on that.
one thing there though that would be different from the East Coast is there. I guess if you get a season pass, the Disneyland is open year round for you to go to it, right?
I don't know here. I know they have one that's like for certain sections of the park. I think there's a different price if you want to stay for the fireworks show. Um, so and there's the pirate part of it
Mm,
here. We went, our friend, the same one that we ended up going to the Magic Castle with,
yeah.
worked for Sony at the time. And that's how we got free passes to go to
What
Disney.
did he do for Sony? I need to get this job for Sony.
Finances of something. I mean, it wasn't like he wasn't high up or anything or necessarily anything to do with the production.
I mean, I'd work in the
He
mailroom,
was just in like the legal financial part of it.
but he got some perks.
He got perks and he would get like passes to stuff. And so he gave us the passes that he had for Disney for whatever, you know,
Yeah,
connection they had. And that's why I went. Otherwise, I would never have paid that.
right.
And it
Now,
was fine, you know. I mean, I felt kind of
I mean, I
I
went to
felt kind of
Disney World.
stupid.
I went to Disney World once, and it was okay. Like it was fine. Like I said, it was not, but it wasn't anything where I was like, I need to go back and back and back again. Like once was enough, really.
Yeah.
But again,
It
I'm not
gives them some kind
huge.
of dopamine flood, I guess, for whatever reason.
I'm not big on loud noises. I'm not big on screaming children.
Mm-mm.
That's just not my. Now, if it was like Disneyland or Disney World and I had the power to shut it down just for me and my friends for the day, I might do that every once in a while. But it
Yeah,
wouldn't
but the
be
rides suck. I mean, you've got all the basic stuff, and it's not it's okay, but you're just paying for the brand.
the name.
The actual experience of the rides, the food's okay. It's all way overpriced and
I know when we went,
I mean it's
I do remember. Now I went with a group, so I didn't have to pay anything out of pocket.
oh
But I do remember looking at the prices thinking, this is outrageous.
yeah, I mean you're looking at $50 for a t-shirt.
You're looking at $50 for a tiny
Actually,
little pizza, basically.
yeah. Well, I had the Minnie Mouse ears because my friend had bought them for me for a birthday present. Um, a friend that actually lives out in the slabs, and he's a
Okay.
Disney adult. I don't. I just find that fucking creepy. A
Now I will.
single guy in his 50s being obsessed with Disney and
That's
going
a
to
little.
Disney and
That's a
taking
little odd.
pictures. That's. I mean, I don't want to judge and come to unfair conclusions. But if you're a single dude in your 50s that lives alone and you're creeping around Disney,
It's not good. It doesn't
it's
seem.
mm-mm,
Now
it's
you
not
and I.
okay.
Now you and I went, and I don't know if you remember this at all, but one time we were in our. You were probably probably 25. I was probably 29 or so. We went to Disney on Ice one time.
Yeah.
Do you remember
Why did
that?
we do that?
We did that because the station had given out free tickets.
See, yeah, somebody gives me free tickets, I'll go.
And there is a picture of you somewhere where you have a little Disney hat on with Minnie Mouse ears. But
Yeah, but I don't give a shit about Disney.
I do remember us going, but I remember us just going because it was free tickets and it was something to do.
Yeah.
And I don't remember exactly, but we were pretty close. I remember us being pretty close to the ice. Like we had good seats. And I remember us having a fun time, but could I tell you anything about any of the performances? No. And we left early so we could get on the subway so we could not have as much traffic when we left.
Yeah. Hey,
So
that's the way to do it.
it is the way to do it.
It's worth it to get out of there, but it is. We've been on an hour exactly. I
The
think we actually
shows went
started
by
at exactly
quickly
9.
tonight. Now, did we
I
get through
know.
all the topics?
We still have other topics, which is perfect because we have a show for tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you everyone for tuning in. It's been a good show. Go to saltytonight.com and you can check up on all the past shows, all the fundraisers going on, all the humorous things on there. Terry's done a great job. You can stream on there. So saltytonight.com. Tomorrow we will be back at 9 p.m. on the west, and 10. Let me try this again. 9 p.m. on the west and 12 midnight on the east. Terry, have anything
Yeah.
else tonight?
Nope, that is it. But we've got plenty for tomorrow.
Yes, we do.
So we will see them then.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.
See ya.